so that we can get it up onto, hi everyone, there we go, we're recording. So it is the month of February and we're streaming live on Facebook, and that will be streamed live into Mighty Networks. We're working on the technicals of getting that directly into there, but we're going via Facebook now. And soon we won't be streaming there. We will only do the YouTube and Mighty. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, because that way you'll actually get the up-to-dates. That's where we upload everything, and make sure you get all of the education. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jada Hansen. I'm a Diamond with doTERRA, and I love to focus on the energetic, emotional aspects of healing, how the oils can be an amazing tool supporting us in reaching that higher vibration, so that we can transcend some of these lower issues that will undoubtedly come into our path. And especially if we are adults, we're living full lives, we've got a lot of stuff. And if we're here to do big things, then we're also coming in with a lot of things that need to be cleared. And so I love to focus on that. I'll cover a little bit of the physical aspects as well, but primarily the emotional and energetic aspects. So for this month in US, we've got these two. Ooh, the light is really crazy right here. We got lemon eucalyptus, which is your product of the month. You can receive this for free by placing an LRP, which is our loyalty rewards program order of 125 PV between the 1st and the 15th of the month. So today's the 10th, you got 5 days left. Roman chamomile, this is one of my favorites. I love this oil. Roman chamomile, you've got 10% off the entire month of February. Remember, it's a short month. In addition to that, we also have a 200 PV special. So you can qualify for all of it. You can take advantage of the 10%. You can place a 200 PV LRP order and receive the product of the month if you do it before the 15th. And then you also get these additional 4 oils for free. I'll go through them one by one. So you'll get grapefruit, 15 ml for free. You will get wild orange, 15 ml for free. Tangerine, 15 ml for free. And this one, exclusive oil, not for purchase, clementine, 15 ml for free. So in addition to that, this is wholesale pricing for the 3 of them, and another $55 that you're getting for free wholesale. Retail, you can add a 25% on top of that, but this one you can't purchase. So this one you're getting for free. So enough of that. I will do a separate video on those 4. I want to keep this one short, just to the product of the month and the 10% off. So let's dive in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the space. Lemon eucalyptus. Let's talk about the emotional, energetic aspects. This one, for anyone who absorbs energy, any water signs, for example, if you have a water sign in your rising, you will be one of those more absorbent human beings. The benefits of that is that you can be incredibly intuitive. Some are empaths. If you are a person that works with a lot of people, you will have all of these energies in your space. Even if you're not a person that proclaims themselves to be an empath or a healer or anything like that, but you are surrounded by a lot of people and you have to deal with a lot of people's energy, this is going to be a great savior. The reason why is this is the protected space oil. Not only will it clean your energetic space, like from all of the impact of people in and out. Let's say you're in an office, let's say you're in a lawyer, you're in a courtroom, you're in public transport. I don't like a nurse. Let's say that, for example, you're constantly meeting people. This diffusing it around you will keep that space clear. If you're an empath or a healer, there's the added part that you can absorb those energies into your own energetic body. And we want to keep our vessel clean. If we don't keep it clean, it can be very difficult to discern what impressions are you getting. Are they your own? Are they someone else's? Is it someone else's dogma that you're following? Is it your own intuition? Where are the impressions coming from? And also, it can just be incredibly hard to get energized yourself if you're constantly carrying energy of other people. It could be family members as well, right? If you have an incredibly overbearing family member that likes to tell you what to do all the time, this can be impacting on your space. So it will clean your physical space. Also, physically, I'll talk about the physical aspects of the oil afterwards, but really emotionally, it's going to help keep, if you think about your aura vibrating, I don't think we've talked about auras for a long time, but this is the idea that all of us carry a frequency, and the higher it vibrates, the more of a bright color it will be. And it can vibrate into different high frequencies, and you want to keep it clean. It's once we really understand how important it is to keep our space clean, toxic people, toxic energies, then we really understand the importance of this oil. In addition to that, it's if we've also been too open for a long time. I work in ceremonies, plant ceremonies a lot. And if I have friends or clients, or I see people over and over at ceremonies a lot, they can sometimes leave themselves too exposed and not close off for integration. This is a really good oil to actually keep yourself not shut off from the world, but protected, so that you can integrate everything that's coming up. If you're in therapy, for example, that's very an opened, exposed area. And emotionally, you want to have time where you come back to home, not necessarily your physical home as in your apartment, but home, being inside and really being able to integrate. And this oil will facilitate that safe space for you. In addition to that, it's going to purify your environment, which I mentioned, right? And also freeing up your mental and spiritual resources. This is important. People often forget that having a lot of clutter can actually tie you down emotionally and spiritually. So this is a really beautiful oil for that. It supports us when we feel unprotected, if we feel that we have poor boundaries, or if our energy, like energetically, we're just weakened. So physically, there are some aspects to this oil as well. Because it is a very, very cleansing oil, it's going to be extremely cleansing. The chemical component is an aldehyde, like citronella. It makes the lemon eucalyptus very restoring and also very cleansing. So it's great for bathroom odors. You can drop a couple of drops in the toilet bowl before use. It's really powerful for a mosquito repellent because of the citronella, the aldehydes. This is the chemical component in this oil. And when I say chemical component, there's no artificial chemicals. This is the natural component found in the oil. It's very good for candida. So for women, if you're having this issue, you want to rub a couple of drops over the abdomen area. And then surface cleaners, you can add 5 drops of lemon eucalyptus and then 10 drops of lemon into a 10-ounce glass spray bottle, filled it with the rest with water, and it cleans your surfaces beautifully. Super great as an air purifier, just in the diffuser. Can mix it with other oils. I love to mix it with the citrus. So for this month where we've got this powerful quadruple citrus gift, it's really, really great. One other thing, because it's restoring, if you're diluting 1 to 2 drops into a sore muscle and massaging it into any muscle injury, it's really, really restoring for that tissue. So I recommend that highly. In addition to that, we've got 10% off Roman chamomile. And this is the oil of spiritual purpose. This is one of my favorite oils. Early on in my oil journey, I really started with a lot of the self-healing, but then there was also this point where I was realizing, wow, I'm in this situation where I'm giving all my energy away. It was also tied into my work, which I tied into my purpose at the time. And I didn't know how to discern and say, I'm just giving all this energy away. And how do I really take it back and still live my purpose? Well, this oil supported me in that. I used to use it over the heart, and it would really calm those anxious feelings of having to produce. And you're still in that space of being able to produce, but what it was able to do was quiet the mind enough, get me connected to the heart center, get me connected to the feeling that I was not alone, and really connected to spiritual guides, and allowing that bridge to be gapped where I could feel my spiritual purpose is really to help people have freedom. So it's not so much about what I'm doing, but what is the underlying thing. So I started as an actress and a model. That was telling stories. People would escape for a little bit, hear a story, and from that nugget of story, they would understand a level of freedom in their life, or it would inspire them to move into a level of freedom in their life. For example, with coaching, it was all about gaining emotional freedom in their life. And all of a sudden, here I was trying to bridge the gap into something else. And I was like, wow, my message is still the same. It's all about freedom. But going off on my own after not being, after being employed for so many years, it was a little bit daunting. And this oil was just beautiful because it supported with the bigger purpose, the spiritual purpose. What was I here on the planet to do? And that's what this oil really can give to people, is this connection to, why are you here? What is the bigger meaning? And how can you express that no matter what you're doing? How can that be coming out into the world as your gift so that you can be fully expressed? And in addition to that, I want to say that this one really supports you in feeling housed in your heart, fourth chakra. It's great for chakra work. It supports you letting go of these feelings of drudgery. And if you've been feeling frustrated, discouraged, of just feeling a little bit lost, this one can really support you in coming in and feeling safe about trusting the signs that you're receiving. And then really ultimately realizing when you're living your true purpose, that's when you're fully going to be successful, right? That's your true measure of success. So this spiritual oil, I think, is a beautiful combination with this. Because imagine this, if you're feeling weakened by others, it's not going to be safe to go follow what your heart intuition is telling you. But if you can create a safe boundary, then you also have the space to go in and really trust and listen and follow your intuition. So I like these two combos. I've actually not tried them together in the diffuser, but I'm going to. I think that might be really, really lovely. So the last thing I'll cover is the physical aspect of the Roman chamomile. It has a lot of esters in this oil, which is the chemical compound. And that makes the Roman chamomile very calming. We all know chamomile tea, right? But very calming oil. And it beautifully reminds us of being grounded and our spiritual purpose in our greater good. It is very analgesic, antispasmodic, it's a sedative, it's going to think about anything that needs to be calmed down physically. If you're having trouble sleeping, insomnia, you can apply 1 or 2 drops to your temples, your wrists, or in the diffuser near the bedside. If you're someone who suffers from constricted breathing due to feelings of anxiety or due to feelings of panic, carry the oil with you and simply breathe from the bottle. It will support you in calming down. And also from cupped hands, if you need to put a drop in, breathe, 3 deep breath, that in of itself is going to calm a lot of these anxious feelings when we deep breathe, right? And then you can rub the rest of over your heart, over your chest. For little babies, there's multiple recipes. Diaper rash, you can use it. Now you heavily need to dilute for babies. So you really, really need to look up the dilution for infants, but diaper rash, cradle cap, teething along here with lavender, lots of fractionated coconut oil. I mean, we're really talking 2 ounces of coconut oil and just 1 drop of essential oil. A lot of crying, you can actually do the essential oil to a little bit of their clothing, the sleeve. And so when they're doing this, the babies, they're breathing the calming oil in, and it will calm and soothe the crying. For women that suffer from that monthly cramp, or like really issues at ovulation, you can do a couple of drops over the lower abdomen. And last but not least, if you're struggling with parasites and worms, if you have been traveling, if you've got an infection, you want to apply 1 to 2 drops over the abdomen, and also take 1 to 2 drops in the capsule daily. And that would be alongside any advice you're getting from your medical doctor, of course. It can support the relief of those symptoms. The 2 oils, like I said, beautiful, beautiful powerhouse oils. If you don't have them, you want to have them in your arsenal. That's it for these. And I'm going to do a separate video, like I said, for the remaining 4. They're all choppy up here. I hope you learn a lot. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can constantly get our educational content. We do approximately 2 to 3 videos a month, sometimes less, sometimes more. It depends. But at least 2. And also make sure you comment, ask any questions. I'm happy to support. Take care.